So I want to know your thoughts on what the 76ers are doing right now.
My thought
Because
the 76ers are doing right now.
I heard from some sources that they're not planning on doing anything with George or Embiid. And to me, that's just dumb.
I'm out on Joel Embiid.
Oh, I am too, but I'm not on that squad if they're going to keep them all.
They probably are because Joel Embiid is damaged goods, and it's going to be really hard to trade him. Same thing with Paul George. I mean, he's got, I believe, 160 more million left on a 3-year deal.
Oh my
It's going to be
goodness.
hard. It's going to be really hard to move him.
That's
But
so ugly.
what I'm doing. The only way you can find out is you got to pick up the telephone. You got to call people, and the
Oh yeah.
reason and find out, check people's temperature on Paul George. Even if you got to get a third team involved, that's not a problem. Same thing with Joel Embiid, because I think that you've maximized everything that you're going to get out of him. He's damaged goods. As good as Joel Embiid is, and I mean, I'm one of those people who, when Joel Embiid was coming out of college, I thought I had him pegged like the next Olajuwon. I thought he was that good. I didn't know he was made of glass though. I did not know that.
Yeah,
No, I
but
didn't.
if they're going to keep their third overall pick, I mean, at this point, why not call up Phoenix, ask for KD, throw in that third pick?
No,
You don't
no,
think so? If they're going to
no,
keep that squad together, you might as well grab
no.
something else.
It's gonna be a
I mean,
disaster. You already
it
seen.
will be a disaster, but you might as well. Like,
So you just want to sell tickets.
I mean,
That's what it
if you're
sounds
going to
like.
keep Embiid and George and Maxey on the same squad with two different like generations going on, or a few more,
Yeah.
then I mean, throw some together, sell some tickets. I mean, I'm not trusting the process. I don't know about you.
Oh, it's over. The process has been over for me. I'm good. I'm definitely good. So
All
good to talk to you
right,
though, Jake.
who you
Appreciate
got
you, brother.
tonight? Who you got
Um,
tonight?
I like Minnesota to top this series. I do. The energy is different.
I
I
got
like
you.
them to top this in a dog fight, by the way.
Oh, it's going
I
to be a
like
good one.
I like them to top this series. So good to talk
All
to you,
right.
brother. What up?
Peace, chill. What's good, brother? Peace and
What's up,
blessings.
Jake?
What's up, man?
What's going
Yeah,
on
man.
with you,
Hey,
my man?
I'm with you with that one. I think tonight's game is going to be a dogfight. I think we're going to get a good game to the end, and I do think Minnesota's going to pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
That's a part of my fandom because I want the league to last a little bit longer. We
And
getting
you told me I gotta let
uh-huh.
fans be fans.
No, we got to be fans. We got to be fans. We
I
got to
gotta let
enjoy
fans be
this.
fans.
Because like I tell you, in a minute we're gonna have people talking about football prospects, and I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to
I
hear
don't
none of
care
that.
about training camp. No, not yet. I ain't interested in talking about training camp right now.
I'm
I'm
like,
not.
I already got dudes hit me up talking about it's fantasy season. When we not even in the finals yet. What are y'all
No.
talking about? What
Training camp ain't even open up yet. Relax. What we doing?
Yeah, man. But I wanted to touch on the All NBA team because we discussed it, before. And remember, I told you about Harden making it, right? I remember I
You
told
did
you
tell me
Harden
that.
should,
Yes, you did.
and
You
I'm
did
so
tell me
happy that Harden was able to make it. But finding out that Jared Jackson didn't make it and he's losing out on a max deal is kind of crazy, chill. That's when you really.
everything.
And then they wonder why the players and the media it has a beef, right? How can you as a player feel comfortable talking to these people when they could actually dictate your career,
And your bread.
right?
And your bread. Yes.
Right? You see what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? That's
Mhm.
kind of crazy when you really think about it. I mean, he could have made it. If he would have made it, I wouldn't have argued, right? I wouldn't have said, "Oh,
I
he's
had him
not
on
an
the all
all
pro
NBA."
team, Jay.
That's
I
what
had
I'm
him on the
saying.
all-pro team.
So, yeah. So I mean, but the guys that they did pick, I didn't feel bad about neither. Tyrese Halliburton was a surprise.
Yes.
It was a surprise. I don't know if that was like a late push for them, right?
It
Because I
was.
know
It was.
you have to have your votes in before the season ends. I think it's right before, like somewhere in the first round, you give up your votes. But I liked it. Some people were trying to say LeBron shouldn't be on the second team, using all these crazy numbers
It
that
was
have
a
nothing.
Jay, what we doing, man? It was a stretch where we was talking about James being first team all pro. And this was late in the season, by the way, we were doing this. This isn't like this was in January or in December. This was in March we were talking about. Like, James is a first team. He's playing like a first team all pro. Stop this bullshit, man.
Exactly, and then they were mad about Donovan Mitchell making the first team. It's like, come on, guys, like you got it. We got this. Which I was, I tell people the All NBA team is very, very prestigious award. For me, it's a very important award because it does let us know who the cream of the crop was for this NBA season, for whatever NBA season we're talking. And I think this was a good representation from the first team, second team to the third team. Even I didn't think Stephen Curry should have been on the second team, but hey, he had a great season. You see what I'm trying to say? We can't really be mad. But
I
do
had
you
him third
think?
team. I
Yeah,
had Curry third team.
yeah, they had a lot more guards this year than before. There was only two centers though on this team. If it was the old style, what would have been the third center? Would it because Jared Jackson's a small forward or considered a small forward? Who would have been the third center? Who would have been the third center if we would have had
So,
to do it?
let's see here. A lot of these guys, damn Jay, we bring we making dudes like Rudy Gobert all pros. Yes, we make it because got Anthony Davis is out, right?
Yes. Wemby's out.
Wemby's out. Jaren Jackson, who plays the 5.
Zubac.
Like guys like that are making an all-pro team. Yes, Zubac, Rudy. Yes, because of the 65 game rule and because of injury, guys like Zubac, guys like Rudy Gobert. I mean, Rudy Gobert was an all-league defender again this year.
Yeah, he was.
He was an
Surprisingly
all-league defender again. And I think that he got, if I'm not mistaken, I think he got some first place votes. Yes, he got some first place votes to be a first team all-league defender. But with that being said, they it would have been it would have been tricky if we stuck to the conventional way where you got 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a big. It would have looked really funky. It would have.
And we got to thank all of this to Jaylen Brown, because if Jaylen Brown don't make the All NBA team in 2022, gets that max contract, the NBA, because imagine that now, imagine as an owner, you think you got to pay Zubac $350 because he made the All NBA team. Right, and because you let the media make the vote on top of that, they could slip and let Zubac make it in. Right now, I got to pay him $350. Remember, imagine if Bam would have made it in. Pat Riley would have had a stroke. Bam would have had a stroke. Pat Riley would have had a stroke. He would have been. He would have been. You know how many media people wouldn't have been allowed inside the arena after voting Bam as an All?
No, he would have been on the phone. I can tell you right now, Jay. He would have been on the phone like, "Yo, who's interested in Bam? Because I can't pay Bam $350. I can't do that." Then don't forget, Tyler Hero was up too. Tyler Hero was up too. So
exactly.
Yes.
Oh man. So now we know why they did the 65 game rule, right? Why they did the positionless, right? Is because they understood with this new collective bargain agreement that we're gonna have to pay players for being All NBA team, which I don't mind, but we're gonna have to regulate it somehow. Not just regulate it, but something. We're just gonna have to give us some kind of advantage. We just can't let the players have all the advantage in this scenario. So there's some players that are getting snubbed, man. So the relationship between players and the media got to get better for the players' sake.
And for the media's sake too, because the media's got this tag. The media's got this tag where they are now considered biased, selfish, and they're destroying guys' careers. Like Jaren Jackson, this could be a legacy thing. Like imagine Jaren Jackson being an All-Pro. I mean, he made the All-Pro team, I think in 2023, I think he made the All-Pro team. So if I can there's a difference, Jay, between making an All-Pro team twice and making it 5 times. Those two things ain't
of course.
the same.
Exactly. No, we know that.
Those two things are not the same. And when I got a media member or a bunch of media members who don't exactly appreciate me, and they treating me the way that they treating me, and now this is a legacy thing with me, because I'm clearly playing at an All-Pro level. Clearly, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Which is why because I know how you feel about the 1900s, and just so we clear, Jay, that's why they had to add a third team, because we had guys like James Worthy and Mark Price, right? We had guys like that missing out.
But they did make it before. If I'm correct, Mark Price made a couple. You know what I'm saying? Guys like Reggie only made a couple, right? So again, it is a prestigious honor, and I like the media getting it. But I think with how, because remember back then the media wasn't a big thing. Media wasn't big. The only people who was reading basketball news in the 80s and the 90s were basketball fans. Today, everybody's into the media, so media has a larger presence than they did back then. So I think the players and the media have to get along a little bit more. Guys like Will Bond and Stephen A. Smith are showing you, this disdain for players that you have. You're just upset because they won't give you an interview, or you can't.
Too, Jay.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell, like you're mad because of silly stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because these are younger dudes who are doing their own thing. They're making their money, and they really don't need the media like the guys back then needed the media. But now you do, because guess what? You just lost 200, JJ. So you better start smiling when Monica McNutt and them show up, and when all these people start showing up.
How you doing? What's going on, lady? How are you, Monica? So now I gotta start playing.
Not to say you need any extra tidbit to smile at Monica McNutt, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, when you got all these people like the Bill Simmons, all these guys, man, that have the votes, and like they said, even the Nick Wright, because I think Nick Wright does get a vote in some capacity.
Yep.
if he does. Because I know like guys like Swiper, right? Swiper gets the vote, right? Swiper is media accredited. I try to reach out to the brother too for him to help us understand a little bit more about it. So if you can get in touch with him, tell him that I'm still interested in having him come on as a special guest to
Yep.
tell us how that works. But anyways, brother, let's get ready for tonight's game. Great
Yes,
show.
sir.
Looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to subscribe to your TikTok, brother. So,
Thanks, brother. You know where to find me at. Out.
yeah, man. Peace and blessings.
What up?
Now, let's get something out of the way right quick. These all NBA teams, we all know what's what. We all know what's to do.
What do we know, Lee? Because this kind of shit, I don't like this. I don't like to speak in. You
don't like to speaking in code shit.
Yeah. What do we know, Lee? What do we know?
What do we know? The fact that the Memphis Grizzlies basically nosedived from 2 to 8 in a matter of a week. What was it? I don't know.
Less
how
than a
many
month.
days.
They went from second place to being in the play-in tournament.
Being in the play-in tournament,
That's
and
correct.
Triple J was reduced to being second team on defense when he was a defensive player, decoy candidate, right up there with Evan Mobley the entire year.
That was going on. The entire year that was going on. 100%.
And the only real case that could put him out of that is the fact that Draymond politicked for Defensive Player of the Year on his own podcast.
Hey, Leaf, hold on. Stop right there. Can we acknowledge the fact that 100% Dre politicked to be an all-league defender and to be the defensive player of the year? That's how he got on the all-defensive team.
Yes, he did.
I ain't saying that he ain't a great defender. I'm not saying that. But he 100% politicked that.
This year, he politicked that. Yeah,
I just want to make sure that I ain't
absolutely. No, you're not bugging out. Now you might get a little angry at this, but as far as Spider being on first team, I mean, I didn't have him there.
Yep.
I had him at second team. I definitely didn't have LeBron and Steph at second team. I don't know how they asses got there, bro. Like they belong on third, everything. Just put them motherfuckers in third. Just keep them there forever.
I thought James played. I thought James played at a first team all level, all pro level, but I didn't think Curry was that good. I didn't. No,
I didn't think. I thought LeBron played at a first team all level for maybe about 2 weeks, and that was it.
That's it.
Like that's it. That's
No,
it. The entire. But before Luka got there, bro, like he was 3 at best, or not making it at best. So I mean, I'm not finna go into it. But you are right about the money. In terms of if Bam Adebayo made Johnny said it, if Bam Adebayo made all NBA team, Pat Riley was probably gonna retire indefinitely. He was gonna be.
I'm on the phone like, yo, listen,
yeah,
I got Bam Adebayo. Listen, what are you interested in?
What do you want
for Bam? Because I'm not paying him no $350 million.
I'm not paying him $350 million. I'm pretty sure the Memphis Grizzlies feel the same way about Triple J, which is kind of made their process a little bit easier, Brad. So they probably maybe give him the $250 and he'll split. But it is what it is now. As far as the upcoming season goes,
I don't even think they're going that far. To be honest with you, I don't think they're going to 250 with Triple J. I'd be surprised.
So they let him go. They let him go and get paid. They like, yo, you can get paid somewhere else. You ain't getting no money from us.
I think that they'll go over 200. I think they'll go to 220, maybe 230. I don't think they're going to 250. Nah, yeah. I don't think they're doing that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, well, nope. I probably maybe 200 some change. I'll give him that. But if I may get disgusting a little bit about these 2 games, for me personally, I want these series to be over. Damn the hell with the NBA. Then they don't care about these teams. Let's be honest, man. Like they don't care about OKC. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. I'm not convinced that they care about these teams. They don't. They're just using them for money, and they're just using them to extend the series, bro. Like OKC, I saw the MVP of this season laughing after Game 3, bro. And listen, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know what that means. So it's like, oh, y'all hype when y'all up. Okay, all right, cool. Because there's no way Minnesota's 40 points better than the Oklahoma City Thunder, bro. Like, come on, man.
I don't think Minnesota thinks that they're 40 points better than them.
I don't think Minnesota thinks that they're better than OKC.
No, I do think that they think that. That I do think. I think they think they're better than Oklahoma City. That's why this is turned into a series. The energy just different, and not only is the energy different, the atmosphere is different. Ant's playing different. Not only is Ant playing different, I think the schemes that they run. I mean, it's still the same. It's still a lot of the same stuff. Double drag. Not Not just double drag, but down screens, curl cuts, isolations with Julius Randle, speeding up the game, corner kicks. They still run the same stuff that they I feel like they still run the same stuff that they ran against the Warriors, against the Lakers. I just think that the energy level was different when they came home. Way different.
The energy level was way different when they came home. Now, as far as OKC, I don't expect them to have another blunder like they had in Game 3. Absolutely not. I expect the defense to be a lot much more potent. Them getting in the passing lanes, them getting after, reading the actions that they Minnesota's running on offense, and basically counter reacting that with what is believed to be one of the best defenses that we've seen in years. So I mean,
hold them dudes out there. They was up 50 at one point.
They was up 50 at one point, and they wanted to win the game by 40. But no way I believe that. I don't believe what I saw. I turned the TV right off. I'm like, man, I ain't watching shit. But
what if I told you that, and I just found this out today, that there is not one NBA team that has lost by 40 and won the NBA championship in the playoffs. No team has ever had that. I just want to put that on your mind, Lee.
Wait.
One more time, Lee. In the 75-year history of the NBA, these are how many teams that have lost by 40
in the playoffs.
In the playoffs that gone on to win the NBA championship. These are how many? Yes, sir.
40?
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
I think that's I think 40 is a bit of a stretch, man. But I mean, OKC was probably on crowd control. I don't know, man. I don't know what it was during that game. But as far as yesterday's game, last night was a total complete accident. It was a total complete accident. There's no way I believe that the Knickerbombers are going to survive with two of their best players having 5 fouls in no way in surviving that game. There's no way this happening again. The action that Indiana has been running in terms of hunting them and making sure they get in the foul trouble that they get in to begin with was excellent. I don't know why it didn't continue as the game went on. I don't know why it didn't resurface when Cat got in the game. The second that Cat got in the game, they intended supposed to be up and be like, yo, his ass got 5 fouls in this season and these fans' dreams of letting the series extend them. Like, make them watch the WNBA. F it, man. Like, the hell with it. It's a WNBA game on every day. Basketball is basketball. We don't need the NBA right now. We don't. We really don't. It's literally a joke. We got basically 3 teams that the NBA doesn't care about in the New York Knicks. They don't care about these teams.
Well,
they don't.
Hey, good to talk to you, brother. I know where to find you at, my man. What up?
Hey, what's up, Chill, man? Good to see you. Happy Memorial Day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it down like this. My formula is my formula. Of course, it's my opinion on different teams, and it just works. I don't gamble. I don't have a favorite team. So guess what? I can watch every game that's played and enjoy it and not mad and all that stuff. So I'm a little bit different. I'm a hybrid on it.
There's no subjectivity with you. You completely objective. You ain't got nothing invested in none of these dudes.
I got nothing invested. I'm not even gambling on it or nothing like that. But when I tell you, when I see different games, I knew when Anthony Edwards walked down the street in LA and did that little stuff that he did, the karma was going to get him. I knew when Halliburton did his little choke job thing, it was going to get him. And when I tell you, I could write it down. Actually, I do write it down. You can see when someone is going to get their karma. I don't like the Knicks or the Indiana Pacers. But at the end of the day, I still can enjoy the game, and they both got things going on. I don't know where it's going to go, but I can definitely tell you, my girl sitting right here, she can tell you, like, how do you know this? I'm like, some things just come to you that when I see a superstar score a lot of points, look at the next game. He's going to have a borderline good game, and the next game, he might have a great game. So when I see Siakam do what he do, I knew Siakam was going to do that. And when I see Steph Curry got 2 points in the first half, he's about to do this. Karl-Anthony Towns is only good for about 20 points to 23 points. I know he'll give you something every now and then. But my knowledge of the game, and I sit there and watch it, thank God I don't bet. But at the end of the day, if you watch it, and I hate when people that don't play the game call people like Tatum and Anthony Edwards trash and they're not good and all that. I'm like, y'all was just celebrating them.
And out the other. For me, that goes in one ear and out the other. I don't even listen to that stuff. I don't.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Come on. They was just celebrating Jalen Brunson. He's the best. Man, this dude ain't played but 4 or 5 years. He's the best in the world right now. But now he's not. But I know how the New York market is. They're going to tear you up. As soon as you can't do this and do that, they're going to tear you up. I've watched guys do that.
I think it's interesting too, 2 Cents. And I had a real problem with this, that, you know, if the Knicks win the NBA championship, Jalen Brunson is the best Knick of all time. Okay, first of all, he only been there 3 years, right? So does Walt Frazier not exist? Am I losing my mind? Like,
right.
Walt Frazier played 10 years for the Knicks. Not only if you're going off of that, if you're going off the fact that Jalen Brunson won the NBA championship, Frazier did it twice. He didn't do it once. He did it twice.
Very disrespectful. Man, if they knew.
Yeah, I think it's wild as hell when y'all say stuff like that, man. It is. It's super wild to me. But I will tell you this, and you did mention something about Anthony Edwards. I mean, it doesn't take rocket science to recognize what come around, go around. You're gonna get yours.
Yeah.
You're gonna get yours, no doubt. I mean, don't get me wrong. You can be confident, you can be brash, but doing too much of that, you're gonna get yours.
Yeah. Chill. Wait till I catch. Well, at the end of the day, I got some things underlined that's gonna go on. Wait until I show you and tell you. I'm like, man, when these guys do this, man, it's disastrous. It's not even every now and then. It's almost 90 to 95% of the time when I see guys, they do this a whole braggadocious thing and act like nobody can stop them, or you know, it's just the karma for whatever reason. Man, they actually do catch people. And I sit here and I have the only person I want to display that with is my girl, because she's not into sports and she can see it. She be like, wow, you are so true on that.
Well, and it happens. That ain't no nonsense too. Well, come around, go around.
Watch it. Yes, it's coming. Yeah, New York got their time because they was beat up last year, just like the Spurs. When the Spurs did with the Heat, hey, sometimes you got to wait a whole year to get your lick back, and it happens, man. I wish people knew the karma. When I see it coming, I'm like, shoot. When Boston, before they won their championship, I watched them get beat a lot of years, and as soon as they came around and got their chip. Sometimes it's their time to get their lick back. I'm going to land it right there, Chill. Hey, I'm going to land it right there.
Good to talk to you, brother. You know where to find me at. I got 2 super chats. I got one from the Senior Citizen Support. He said, if T-Wolves win tonight, I think they take it in 7. I before this series started, I had the Oklahoma City Thunder in 6. That's who I picked to win the series, Senior. I think that all the Oklahoma City Thunder did was protect their home floor. It's now up to Minnesota to go home and protect their home floor. And I've said this, and I will stand on this logic for as long as my existence. It's a lot less difficult playing and losing game 1 or game 2 on your home floor as it is when you come back to your building after you've won both of those games. You come back to your building and the series is tied 2-2. It's way different because now you're facing something that you hadn't faced already. Now you're facing, if we lose, we got to go on the road for an elimination game. That ass gets a lot tighter. So we'll see. We will definitely see. Chief Marshall says, Chill, where do you rank this all pro list as far as getting it right? Well, I completely bombed the I completely bombed the third team. I didn't get. I only got one of those guys right. Right. I only got one of those guys right on the third team. I got the first team right. I got 4 to 5 guys on the second team right. I did not have James Harden. I did not have Tyrese Halliburton, and I did not have J-Dub being an All-Pro this year. I did not. So I got a few of those wrong. Yes. So as far as ranking them, it's not that high. I mean, it is higher than some of my others, but it's not as high as others that I've had. So speaking of high, it's about that time, guys, because I'm on a high right now because I'm ready for this Minnesota-Oklahoma City game. So that's going to happen in a couple of minutes. You guys know where to find me. I will see you guys soon. I'm on TikTok, 9 a.m. every morning. If I'm not there, I'm on the panel from 11 to 2 on the Players Choice Network. If I'm not there, this is where you can find me on YouTube on the Chilltown Hoops Network weeknights. Me and my man Tony Tone. We do it here on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. If you can't find me here, you can find me with me and my man Big Ops on Thursday and Saturday. Thursday at 4 o'clock Eastern, Saturday at 12 o'clock on the Players Choice Network. Hit that subscribe button and you will get notifications. I will see you guys soon. Until then, put on a suit, drink water, don't drink and drive. Hey, man, call your mother. When's the last time you talked to your mother? Call your mother. I will talk to you guys soon. But until then, take it light. Take it. Absolutely, man. It was good to see you guys tonight. No doubt.